Greetings, everyone. My name is Nayaswami Padma, and I'm here to present Whispers from Eternity by Paramahansa Yogananda today. But before I do, I just want to wish everyone a very happy Christmas Eve. Today, I had to put on a little bit of green over my normal blue just to acknowledge this special occasion, which is indeed a holy occasion. We are celebrating the birth of the divine consciousness within each and every one of us, inside, in our hearts, in our constant awareness, just behind the veil of life, the veil of delusion. And so today's reading actually speaks to that really well. It is number 199, and it's called Endless Thrills of Delight. I attuned my life with thine. Now my life has become a long, unbroken inspiration. Thy fountain of bliss refreshes and delights me night and day, whether I be wakeful, fast asleep, or dreaming fondly of thee. Oh, what has become of me? Delight on overwhelming delight. Endless, indescribable thrills of divine delight spray unceasingly over me. O aged nectar, wine of the centuries, I found thee at last, and will taste of thy sweetness forever, forever, forever. This is a very deep reading, and I find it interesting because it's talking about achieving that state of bliss and tasting the nectar of divine consciousness, cosmic consciousness. But he starts off by saying, I attuned my life to thine. He didn't say, I meditated all day, forever, for months, years, 24 hours a day. He didn't say, I gave away absolutely everything that I owned in order to be free. He said, I attuned my life to thine, with thine. Very, very important thought. Because I remember there's a story Swami Kriyananda, Yogananda's direct disciple and Ananda's founder, used to tell about when he first was living with Yogananda at the ashram. And one day he asked Yogananda, he said, I love good food, nice food. What's going to happen with when I have that attachment? And Yogananda just said, when ecstasy comes, everything goes. And so there is a very important teaching in that. And it's similar to the first line of this very important Whispers prayer demand, which is that when we try to attune ourselves with the divine, it's not a thought, it's not a mental concept. It's actually trying to, from our center, be in attunement with the divine. That's why a guru is so helpful, because we have a life we can look to even when they're not in the body anymore. We can look to their life and see how they behaved, how they responded to things, how they guided the disciples. And we have the great blessing, and I can tell you from 50 years of studying the life and trying to attune myself to the life of Paramahansa Yogananda, that he left us a legacy of teaching and of stories through his direct disciples that give us a view into every situation you can possibly think of. You can extrapolate. This is what the guru was likely to have thought or said. And when we're wrong about that, when we're displacing that with our own desires, and that veil sets in, we learn fast enough that we're not in tune, and things happen in such a way that we realize we're a bubble off, we're a little restless inside, we're a little uncomfortable with that particular thought we had or direction that we've taken. And so trying to attune ourselves to God is so helpful to try to do through the life of the guru, whoever your guru is. It doesn't have to be Yogananda, as long as it's a realized soul, a fully realized soul. We can learn, you can learn. I know for me, Swami Kriyananda, he was not the guru. Yogananda was the guru, and he pointed us always to Yogananda. But he had an exemplary spiritual life. And clearly, to me anyway, he was much more in that state of higher awareness than I was able to be, am able to be at any one point in time. And I remember when he wrote the Festival of Light for Sunday service, I tried to attune myself to how he presented, how he spoke, how he comported himself during the Festival of Light. And to this day, I inwardly close my eyes and I can see him. And I feel myself as if inside of him, trying to offer those words with the vibration and consciousness that he intended. And in that way, become more and more attuned and able to glean the meaning, the profound import of that festival of light. And so it is with all things in life. If we try to attune ourselves, study the life of the Guru, see how he comported himself in different situations, and try to attune with, from that center in those situations in our lives every day. It is in that attunement, when ecstasy comes, everything goes. It's in that attunement that all kinds of karma can be washed away. Yogananda said to one disciple, if you struggle with your meditation, be in tune and I will meditate for you. What a promise. Okay. Well, I could go on, but I'm not going to because we're trying to keep these nuggets brief. Do read that one. It's number 199 in this book, Whispers from Eternity. And have the words, the vibration of those words penetrate more deeply in your meditation. Joy to you and a very, very happy Christmas. You'll be hearing from Riemann tomorrow. It's his turn, but he will do something special